Namaste, friends, and welcome. Find your upright posture. And as you start to scan through the physical body, let's just use it as a way to kind of open and unclench any tightness in our body, right? Like unfurling or unfolding a fist. So bring your awareness to the muscles of the face. And yes, notice any sensory information coming in, right? This is sensory awareness training. But also, if you happen to notice tension, soften the tension best you can. And bring awareness into your neck and your throat. Maybe that even includes the muscles that start to run down towards the upper back and the shoulders. And again, yes, bring awareness to the entire area, noticing any sensations. Probably different in the front of the throat than it is in the back of the neck, than it is on the right side compared to the left, etc. Soften tension best you can. Inside of the shoulders, soften from the inside out. And in the center of the chest, just in case we have any tightening through that area or anything going on in general, notice, and then, try to soften any tightening of the chest, the heart, the lungs. And the belly. The hips. From the inside out, soften any tension anywhere else we didn't name off. And then as we start to move forward, I want you to bring in two very dear friends. Hopefully they will become dear, if not already. Kindness and curiosity. Maybe you already noticed judgment as you scan through the body about your body or about your ability to soften the body or, it not behaving the way you would like or whatever that might be. Right? And so bring kindness into that. Maybe even apologize to the body for any judgments. And then when we hold ourselves in kindness, instead of there being as much fear and resistance, maybe we can invite curiosity in. And curiosity, I always think of them as this really excited friend who's like, oh yeah, definitely, let's check that out. So maybe curiosity comes in, and whether it's the physical body or if you want to open that up at this point in time, and maybe curiosity notices if there are any feelings or emotions, present thoughts, etc. And you can take them one at a time. Just notice, I have a little bit of anger, and then hold that anger in kindness, not judgment, just holding the anger in kindness. Like, I got you, anger. And if we hold those emotions, those thoughts, ourselves in kindness, maybe that friend curiosity can come in and can notice, when I'm angry, my chest gets tight, my throat constricts, my mouth is dry. Whatever it is you notice. kindness can remind us, ah, survival brain. This is some of the things you do in order for us to survive. Like, thank you so much, survival brain, for looking out for us. But I don't know that we need to fear that anymore, be angry at that, be sad about whatever that might be. And not to say those are emotions that we don't want. We do. We can't ignore them, deny them, push them down, repress them. We need to move through it. But with curiosity and kindness as help, can we hold whatever we find? And can those two, curiosity and kindness, potentially help us nurture the part of us that maybe just needs a little bit of attention? I'm just going to stick with the anger because I spoke about that earlier. Maybe it's as simple as realizing, when I sit with this, I notice I'm angry because of this injustice. And what boundaries do I need to draw? In what way can I respond so that I'm not reacting, but that I draw necessary boundaries to keep myself healthy and well? And then maybe these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions, these desires, maybe there are things we can begin to work with, right? Hold them in kindness, be curious, and notice. Maybe they have information to tell us, to give us. And anytime you notice something, if something new comes up or you wander away and you're just coming back to the same thing, first ask kindness to come in to hold space for you. And then once kindness has tended, right, is holding space, loving kindness in that space. And maybe our very dear friend curiosity can come in and help be curious about why it is that that's coming up for us without judgment. And let's end by putting our hand or our hands on our heart. And I might be getting the words slightly wrong, but Thich Nhat Hanh suggests holding your heart and just simply saying to yourself, my darling, I see your suffering. I feel your suffering. You can use any words. It doesn't have to be my darling. It doesn't have to be suffering. And sometimes just having a witness, right, can be an incredibly useful tool. I'm going to end by telling myself, I love you dearly. Bring our hands together in front of our chest, and as you bow your head and just taking a moment of gratitude, you showed up for yourself. I think that's a pretty important thing. Some days I show up a little quote better than others for myself, or in different ways. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes there's all kinds of ways, but I show up, and it's in the showing up that our deeper self begins to trust, right? That we're there for them. I believe that to be true anyway. I love you, friends. May you have a wonderful day.